Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. Is the Binance Voyager deal still on? SBF, he has a new charge, allegedly bribing Chinese officials. And Kraken has their first global sponsorship deal. That's today in Web3. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Thanks, everybody, for watching, subscribing, and listening. If you are on Apple Podcasts, please like, subscribe, and share. And right here, if you're watching on YouTube, click the subscribe, like, and the notification button, and make sure you stay up to date in Web3 news. Let's get into today's Web3 news. This is somewhat of a roller coaster story. So, Voyager went bankrupt. Their assets are sitting there. Binance.us wants to buy them. And 97% of Voyager customers said, let's do this. But then the SEC came in and objected to the Voyager Binance deal. And the judge said, wait, you have to give us some proof or else I'm going to let it go on. Well, the SEC didn't give him any proof, any substantial proof, according to the judge. And he said it's good to go. Then yesterday, in the wake of the CFTC suing Binance, a judge halts the deal between Binance and Voyager for the Voyager assets. And like I said, this is a roller coaster. Just today, a lot of experts are saying that this is not going to have any impact on the Voyager Binance deal, even though that they halted it yesterday. The director of regulatory affairs at Blockchain Intelligence Group said, since Voyager and Binance US aren't involved in derivatives trading, the CFTC lawsuit may not be applicable to the deal. So, if you're a Voyager customer waiting for your assets, you're going to have to wait longer. However, it's quite possible the deal will still go through. The FDIC gives signature crypto clients until next week to close accounts. And if you don't close your account by April 5th, then they will send you a check. How much will the check be worth for? I think it's absolutely crazy that they're going to say, hey, you can't bank here anymore after April 5th. Here's a check for 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures. It's kind of insane. So what happened? Well, Flagstar assumed $88.6 billion in deposits and $110.4 billion in assets from Signature's 40 branches. But $4 billion worth of digital assets was left off the table. See, what happened is SVB collapsed. That seemed as an excuse to close down Signature Bank and allow another bank to acquire them and their assets. And the interesting thing is everybody who used Signature Bank said everything was fine. Even the management within Signature Bank said everything was fine. The FDIC then told anybody who was going to acquire Signature Bank's assets that if you do, this is from Reuters, not from me, if you do, then you can't deal with crypto or digital assets. Even though Reuters reported this, the FDIC then came out and said, that is not the case. We have never said that. Yet coincidentally, Flagstar acquired them without their digital assets. $4 billion worth. Now, if you were one of the people with $4 billion worth of digital assets in Signature Bank, you'll be getting a check. Our good buddy Sam Bankman-Fried has been charged with bribing Chinese government officials. Prosecutors allege that Sam Bankman-Fried directed $40 million in cryptocurrencies to one or more Chinese government officials in order to influence them to unfreeze their accounts in Alameda. And coincidentally, around the same time the alleged $40 million was sent to these government officials, their Alameda accounts were unfrozen. But to send money to the Chinese officials wasn't the first instinct of Sam Bankman-Fried. He allegedly hired attorneys to lobby the government and then asked them to unfreeze the funds. When that didn't work, he sent them the $40 million. That apparently worked. Sam Bankman-Fried now faces 13 criminal charges. To help protect Canadians' retirements, the Canadian government will require federally regulated pension funds to disclose their crypto asset exposures to the OSFI, or the Office of the Superintendent of Financial Institutions. So why are they doing this right now? Because there's been some bad luck. Because last year, the Quebec-based pension fund, the CDPQ, said that it wrote off $150 million on losses from Celsius Network. Also, the Ontario's Teachers Pension Plan wrote off $95 million in FTX losses. And if you think this is only happening in Canada, no, it's happening here too. The Ohio State Teachers Retirement System took around a $27.2 million loss because of the SVB bank collapse. Basically, a lot of these pension funds are putting monies in different risky assets. And when they go bust, so does a lot of people's pension. So the Canadian government is making a restriction to say, hey, if you're exposed to crypto, you have to let us know. Kraken has their first global partnership, and they've reached a deal with Williams Racing to become the F1 team's first Web3 partner. And also, interesting caveat to this partnership is that some of Kraken's NFT marketplace will be picked to have their own NFT artwork appear on the rear of the Williams Racing cars during some Grand Prix events. The feature artwork will be from leading third-party NFT projects, Bored Ape Yacht Club, The World of Women, and other collections. My only thing with this is that Bored Ape Yacht Club is a multi-billion-dollar enterprise at this point. I think this would be a great time for Kraken to highlight smaller artists. What do you think? We have a hack, an $8.9 million hack. SafeMoon's liquidity pair, it was compromised. And they tweeted this: "To the @SafeMoon community, we want to inform you that our LP has been compromised. Almost $8.9 million were transferred out the liquidity pool. The hacker was able to artificially raise the price of the SFM tokens using a code function, and then sold enough tokens back to the liquidity pool in the same transaction to drain the wrapped BNB from the contract. Now, if they are a proper functioning blockchain and company and respect their clients, respect their community, then everybody should be made whole. SafeMoon, the ball's in your court. Now, let's get to those crypto prices."
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 9 a.m. exactly, Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Bitcoin heads for its best quarter in 2 years, outperforms Ether, gold, the NASDAQ, and right now it's sitting at $28,446.92, up 5.5% in 24. Ethereum's at $1,811, up 4.3%. Tether's number 3. Binance is at 316. It's up 1.8%, and USDC is number 5. Rounding off the top 10, we have XRP, which is up 11% overnight. We have Cardano, up 9.6%. Matic, up 7.3%. Yay for me. Dogecoin is up 4.8%, and Solana is up 5.8%. The total market cap is sitting at 1.18 trillion. We have a BTC dominance of 46.3 and an ETH dominance of 18.7. And that was our show today. Yesterday I had a great conversation with Leo Mizuhara, and we talked about the fallout from the CFTC Binance lawsuit. Check that out. That is going to be in a box or a card somewhere around here. Anyway, listen to it. It was very good. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, happy hodling, everyone. Hey everyone, the bull run is coming. It's coming quick, and you need to be up to date on everything that's happening in the Web3 space. So please follow us on Twitter and like, subscribe, share these videos so we can keep you up to date daily on Web3 news.